It is a critical week in Congress as government funding is set to run out on Friday, and lawmakers are weighing a short-term solution to avoid a shutdown.
Our next guest is urging Republican leaders in the House and the Senate to turn up the heat and oppose any government funding if federal vaccine mandates remain in place.
What about making them build the wall, too? Texas Congressman Chip Roy joins us now. Congressman, this is a pivotal moment. We don't want to default for the first time on our economy and our bills, but you say we should extract a pound of flesh for this.
Yeah, good morning, Brian. Good to see you guys. And yeah, I mean, look, first of all, the debt ceiling is something that may not become an issue until January or so. But what we are talking about is the continuing resolution passed in September that expires on Friday night. And the question before all members of Congress, but particularly Republicans who run every year on limited government and on freedom, are they going to stand up and say that not one single dollar should be used to fund government that is telling people that they must get a vaccine, a mandatory vaccine, or they're going to lose their job? Somebody talked to the veteran in my district. His father called me in tears because after 13 years of service, he might lose his job. He's facing getting fired. Or the woman who's 9 months pregnant, who's going to be fired from the hospital she's a nurse in. Talk about the woman that I know, one of my best friends, who's teaching a class at Auburn University in Alabama, and she's facing getting fired because she doesn't want to take the jab. You know why? Because she's facing multiple sclerosis. The president doesn't have the power to do this. And where is Congress? Congress needs to man up, stand up, and fight for the American people. And that means don't fund a government that is tyrannically forcing people to get a vaccine that they don't want to get. The courts are doing the work for us right now. 3 times courts have shut down these unconstitutional, unlawful mandates. But Congress needs to step up now and get in the game.
Well, here's the thing, Congressman, you don't have enough votes. Ultimately, you can slow it down, but it's going to pass. So it's just symbolic.
No, not true. The United States Senate, they're going to have to take 60 to get that through. So if you have 41 Republicans in the Senate who will stand up and fight, we can slow it down. And more than that, you know, if you know the rules of the Senate, that they're not going to get this bill unless we pass it today. They're going to get it maybe tonight. That gives them 48 hours to pass it, and the Senate rules won't allow them to pass it by Friday night if United States senators, Republicans, object to consent and say, you know what, we're not going to let this go fly through the Senate. You're going to have to pass this and look at the American people and say, we're going to fund a government that is taking away or forcing you to get vaccinated.
Congressman, we had a woman on who represents landowners in Texas, and they are so upset because they're not getting federal dollars when their property is being destroyed by illegal immigrants. They've gone to John Cornyn. I know Henry Cuellar is involved. They're trying to get as much support as possible. Do you support them? And is there any way that we can get some money, some federal dollars to these ranchers?
Well, we absolutely should, and not just ranchers, right? We should be supporting all of Texas who are getting the shaft while this president refuses to do his job unconstitutionally, by the way, an impeachable offense to not faithfully execute the laws of the United States. We should be helping the ranchers, helping the counties that are burying dead migrants to the tune of $10,000 a body, helping the schools, helping the hospitals. Why? Because we're not doing our job to secure the border. Texas is getting stuck because this president refuses to actually secure the border, endangering Texans' lives and endangering migrants in the process. They know what they're doing, and for this reason, Mayorkas should be impeached. He came before the United States Senate, and he said he didn't even know how many gotaways there were. He basically lied to the American people. Of course he knows how many gotaways there are. They don't care. And because they don't care, they should be impeached for it.
Absolutely, and we got to worry about the vaccine. We got to make sure the French aren't here. We got to test them and quarantine them. But on the border, we can let 200,000 illegals in. 20% on average are positive for the virus. So no one in Washington has any credibility at all with this administration, and I hope people understand you can't have both. You can't have a wide open border and then torture Americans. We're getting rid of elective surgery and everything else to control a variant that we know nothing about. Thanks, Congressman. Hope you stay busy and build the wall if you have some time.
We're working on it. God bless you all.
God bless you too. Thank you.
All right, I went on Brian.